Welcome back, fellow scientists, to my laboratory. Yes, now Newton got his coffee, so he's all ready for the day, aren't you? Yes. Now, in my laboratory, we learn all about science and God. Did you know that science and God go hand in hand? And you can learn all sorts of exciting things, can't you? That's right, Newton. Now, what is today's lesson? Yes, well, I shall translate it for you. Now, boys and girls, look at the screens. Look at the screen, and we're going to learn today's Bible verse. Okay, it's from Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Let's say it together. Wait a second. They're not going to know what you're saying. You're just talking banana language, aren't you? Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I know. Right, let's say it together. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Excellent. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Let's say it one more time together. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Well done, scientists. Now, boys and girls, let's look at each of those words. First, in the beginning. Has anyone here got a watch or a clock? Do you have a clock at home? That means it tells the time. Now, when the Bible says in the beginning, it means that God created time. This means that there was no such thing as time before. But God did exist. God has always existed because He is eternal. There was no such thing as time, so God has no beginning and no end. What's the second word? Heavens. We're talking about heaven as in space. Have you ever looked up in the sky and seen loads of stars? Well, you know there are billions and billions of them. But once upon a time, there wasn't any of them. And then God created it all. And when He did this is how space came. Space began to expand and expand and expand to get bigger, really big. Isn't that right, Newton? Yes. So everything that is within the universe is in space. The space that God created, which is very large, very, very big, isn't it? Yes. Okay, what is word number 3? Earth. God created Earth as well. Now, when we talk about this, we're not just talking about the planet we live on, planet Earth. We're talking about all space and matter, everything that exists. Every atom, every particle, everything. Yes, Yes, Newton, yes, everything, including all the things you threw at me. Now, God created all of those. Everything that you can touch, see, feel, or smell. It all comes from the atoms that God created, right at the very beginning. Isn't that amazing? But like it said there, God created Earth. Now, that's the important one. Earth is where we live. Do you live on Earth?
Yeah.
Yes, I know you live in my laboratory, Newton. We all live on planet Earth, which is a very special planet because it's where we all live. We couldn't live on some of the other planets, could we?
Yeah,
it'd be
way too hot.
Yes, far too cold or far too hot if we're in the wrong place.
Yeah.
So, did you know, many scientists call this beginning the Big Bang. And in this moment, all space, time, matter came to be in a huge flash of light. It was amazing. And this would have taken immense power and immense intelligence. The Bible says that God spoke the universe into existence. He didn't even lift up a beaker or a test tube or use any chemicals. He just spoke because God is all-powerful. Oh, you have a question? So, if God created the universe, who created God? Good question. Now, well, the answer is no one. If someone had to create God himself, then he wouldn't be God. That would be God. And so on and so on and so on and so on and so forth. God himself does not need a creator because he is God. Remember what we said earlier? He created all time. That means he always existed. He created all space for everything to live in. And thirdly, he created all matter, all the earth, the planet we live on, and all the other planets, all the stars, the atoms. He created everything because remember, God is spirit and he exists beyond our universe and he is all powerful and fantastic and amazing. Isn't that right, fellow scientists? Yes, That is right. Okay, fellow scientists, I'm now going to pass you on to my lab assistant over there, yes, who's going to show you a very exciting experiment about what we've been learning. See you next time in my laboratory. Farewell.